What the Faxe? Faxe Premium Lager. It's also from Denmark, 5%. Stew her up. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So. It's a bit fruity smelling. Looks like a Heineken. A little creamier though, eh? Yeah, it's got quite the fruity smell to it. Kind of like apples a little bit and pears a bit. I like it in a bad way or nothing. It's the color shot there. It's just your typical gold. Well, yeah, it's that fruity, bitter complexity to it. A little bit different. Yeah, yeah, that's actually pretty slick. Tastes a bit dirty, but so that's just a little bit, but it's still pretty good. Hmm. Well, actually got a little bit of stink to it, and that bitterness. It's a bit rank. Um, it's not an everybody beer. I can see some people bitching, but you can taste a bit of the quality there too, compared to what I would consider shit beers. Yeah, it's just got like a dirty bitterness to it, like a. There's a best before date on here. I don't think there is one. There's a lot of shit on here though. You get the bitterness right away, like right at the front. It's just like rank bitterness, and then you just get the bitterness in the aftertaste. It's just bitter all the way. You get bitterness, and then you pick up a bit of the fruitiness, and then bitterness, and it's all kind of tied together. And behind all that is like the malt flavor. It looks like good beer, and it sort of, kind of tastes like good beer a little bit. But if you want to really like nasty ass manly Viking beer, I guess this is it. But um, I can't see myself wanting to drink too much of this. Like, it's not something I want to drink all the time. I've had it before, of course, it's everywhere. But um, Yeah, I don't know who's drinking it, but there's a lot of Euro lagers I think over this one, and it has a like bit of quality to it though. It's kind of, you know, hard to explain. There's a lot of flavor in it. Trying to see here. It, it almost tastes burnt or something. That type of bitterness. It doesn't taste like a stout necessarily, but it's kind of tastes like they use burnt hops in it or something. And yeah, it'd be a lot better if you had some chicken wings with it or something. This beer would really help this out. Um, but there's not much to it. It's just it looks really awesome, and it's got a pretty good head for a lager. And you take a drink, and it's really bitter at the beginning, like rank, like not your typical hop bitter. It's a little bit weird, and then you pick up some fruitiness and a little bit of maltiness, and then you taste the bitter again, and it's just maybe a little bit of maltiness in the aftertaste, but it's weird. It's really weird beer. Well, you get used to it, but it's very strong tasting. We'll put it that way. It's got a lot of flavor. Um, it's kind of like, and I was in all those bitters. It's not necessarily bad. It's just hard to get used to. It's kind of like maybe like blue cheese or something. I'm still under the impression that blue cheese is just shit cheese, but a lot of people like it. You know what I mean? But I just don't want to eat cheese that tastes like shit. So you go ahead and eat it yourself. It's kind of like this beer. It's not as bad as blue cheese though. Like I am sort of enjoying it. Um, it's got a smoothness to it, like a polished smoothness in the mouthfeel and in the flavor a little bit. In the finish, it's very nice that way. It's got a really good mouthfeel. It's got a great head on it for a lager. You know what I mean? Like it's really it's really good that way. A little bit watery, a little bit watery tingliness in it, but there's a shit ton of flavor in here. And I think I've had their black can, which I think is just a higher percentage as well. It's hard to say what to give this one. It's a weird one. Well, definitely want to drink this when you're eating some like pub type food, like chicken wings and stuff like that. And this beer would be a lot better. Um, like it'd be 10 times the beer next to honey garlic chicken wings or something like that. So I'll give it a 6 out of 11. Um, it might be a little more for you, like I said, next to some honey garlic chicken wings would be a kick-ass beer. It performed really good. Like there's nothing really too shitty quality-wise with the beer. Uh, just, there's a lot of beers that take over it personally. So it's a little over a halfway beer for me. And like I said, if you're gonna buy it when you're having some chicken wings, fried chicken, Roman cayenne, roasted up, and I think you'd enjoy it a lot more. Alright, I'm out.